So, hello everyone. Welcome to ONLYOFFICE webinar. As many of you perhaps know, we have recently launched version 6.1 of ONLYOFFICE Docs. And in today's stream, we are going to tell you once again, okay. Yeah, they're receiving a message like if you're ready or if you're not. I'm confused. Okay. So, trying to understand where we should start. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to ONLYOFFICE webinar. And as many of you know, we have recently launched version 6.1 of ONLYOFFICE Docs. And in today's stream, we are going to tell you once again about what's new in this version, and most importantly, show you how everything works in practice. So it's going to be me and my colleague Nadia together in the stream.
Hello, everyone.
And all right, so to make sure that no one misses anything, please write plus in the YouTube chat so we understand that you hear us pretty well and we can go on with the stream and we are all set. So by the way, actually why we are two speakers. So here you can see our faces and our Twitters. Please follow us and ask us questions at any moment or just to have a chat there. And yeah, so the new version has a lot of cool updates in collaborative functionality. So this is for sure best to show in team. So today we are not one, but two speakers. And we also would like to know how deeply we should get into things. So also to get to know you a little bit better. And please use the chat to tell us for how long you are using ONLYOFFICE. This will be quite interesting to understand how many of newcomers are here, or maybe someone is using it for really exceptionally long, and you know everything. So yeah, please.
Michael, I know that there is a delay in our streaming and I can't see any messages in our chat at the moment. So maybe we will have to wait a while or maybe repeat the questions for
yeah, sure. I don't think we should repeat them because they're already there, just a bit delayed. Okay.
Let's maybe chat about how long we've been using ONLYOFFICE and which of our solutions we use personally.
Yeah, we are staying a bit too anonymous. Yeah, me, for example, I started with ONLYOFFICE 3.5 years ago. I guess it was April 10th, I remember. And yeah, and I started using it for work and for the personal purposes since I started working in a project. Yeah, it was a pretty good experience so far. How about you?
I've been using ONLYOFFICE for about 5 years, maybe. So I'm a veteran. Maybe I should get a prize or something. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. This is like pretty impressive. But yeah, let's see, by the way, if anyone has been using it a bit longer than than us, if it's possible. I guess there are people like that. I mean, the project is 10 years, so.
Yeah, but I see no activity in the chat at the moment, so maybe we should move on to our webinar.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't quite remember how long the delay is. I guess it was 10 or 20 seconds or something like this. Pretty long. Okay, we can just move on. And anyway, we're gonna just hear.
Oh, I see. I see an answer. The chat is working. Martin has been using ONLYOFFICE about 2 years.
Oh, good. Congratulations, Martin. And what version have been using all this time? Yeah, actually, anyone. What edition of OnlyOffice you are using? So is it cloud service or is it integration? Is it maybe a developer edition? You can also name a few if they are. You don't forget about desktop editors.
Yeah, in our team, we are using OnlyOffice Workspace Enterprise Edition. And also, we are using desktop editors a lot.
Yeah, and today we're going to demonstrate new features on the Workspace Enterprise Edition installation, just for context. Okay, so let's people continue with the answers maybe, and we can go on further. All right, so now that we know each other, or this Martin a bit better, let's have a quick tour around. And if anyone needs more details, you can ask us anything in the chat on the way, so we can answer your questions later at the end of the webinar. So first, just a few words about OnlyOffice Docs for those who are new to us. The OnlyOffice suite combines 3 collaborative editors for text documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. Office Open XML formats are our core to ensure compatibility with the most popular file formats and most of the documents in the world at the moment. So basically, OnlyOffice sure supports all other popular formats quite well, but works with them through conversion, for example, ODF group and others. And OnlyOffice has a single engine for mobile, web, and desktop Office. And actually, about the desktop app, it has already been released in version 6.1, so you can work with all these new features in this version in your desktop environment already, using your local settings, local fonts, local spell checker. You can also encrypt documents end-to-end using the desktop interface. And the app is available for Linux, Windows, and Mac. And in case you're using a 2020 Mac on Apple Silicon, we are happy to announce that version 6.1 of desktop app fully compatible with Apple's new ARM architecture. So lucky you. And OnlyOffice can be integrated in more than 30 well-known platforms for sync and share or enterprise content management, or it can be used as a built-in component in any web solution built in any programming language. So we have over 200 really great examples of this practice today. You can install OnlyOffice Docs in multiple different ways. For example, you can use GB, RPM packages. You can use Docker, Snap, Univention app, Cloud Drone. You can deploy it on Amazon using AMI or additional Ocean with one-click app, or you can also use Kubernetes. And OnlyOffice is open source, is distributed under a GPL version 3 license, and our source code is listed on GitHub, so you can just proceed to this QR link to our repositories. OnlyOffice comes in 3 main groups of editions, which is first of all a community version for smaller teams, which is absolutely free. There is also an enterprise version, and there is a developer edition to integrate OnlyOffice as a component in your solution for your company or for your clients. OnlyOffice is developed by a team of 27 professionals, which is constantly growing. Here I'm speaking about the editors. All right, so what's new in this version? Version 6.1 combines some pretty neat improvements. In Spreadsheet Editor, we added a long-awaited sheet views features that do great help in spreadsheet collaboration. And sheet views are actually currently supported in an enterprise solution only. You can also work with chart data in all editors with the new data manager. Brings a lot of ease to your work. And most of these versions improvements are for text documents. For example, now you can add Endnotes. You can use cross-references to link to any kind of content within a document in the text. And you can add line counts into your text documents, and you can manage your proofing on autocorrection scenarios. And now we will tell you more details about each new feature and demonstrate them one by one in each part. So let's start off with sheet views. Nadia?
Yeah, I will tell you more about sheet views. This is a feature that allows you to work independently with your own filters, and also allows you to save any filter combinations and use them later. But this feature is mostly for collaboration on spreadsheets. When you are working together with your teammates and you don't want to distract the others, this is a cool thing for you. I will show you now. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Michael, can you see it? Can you see my screen? Cool. I created a very simple spreadsheet with some data. It's a product list. Michael, can you open the doc as well?
Give me just a moment.
Yeah, we will be working at the same spreadsheet at the same time. Okay, as you see, we are both working with this spreadsheet. And now I want to filter the data without affecting Michael. So I go to the View tab, and I will create a new sheet view. Oh, sorry. I will delete this.
I think you have the strict editing mode on.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now I will filter the data. I will create a new sheet view. The little I next to the sheet names means I'm the only one working with these filters. So I will filter the data. For example, I want to see only coffee labels. Okay, and I can save this filter using View Manager. Now it's called View 1, but I will rename it. I will rename it as coffee. Oh, I failed to spell this word. Sorry. Okay. Now I'm saving the spreadsheet, and I'm not affecting Michael's work. Michael, can you show us your screen?
Yeah, as you can see, I am now in the original view mode because Nadia is working independently in her own sheet view. So my table remains intact.
Can you access the sheet view I created, Michael?
Yes, I suppose I can. So I'm going to my View tab, and here in the list I see the coffee view option appeared. Yeah, so now I can see it with Nadia's new sheet view, and there's only coffee items in here.
Yeah, that's great. I'm taking over again, I guess. What do I say? There are a couple of things you have to know about sheet views. The first thing is that it's available only for paid versions. So you won't find this feature in the desktop editors. And the second thing, which is very important, I think, that this feature is compatible only with Microsoft Office Online. So it's not compatible with the desktop version of Microsoft, and this is the correct behavior because the desktop editors, Microsoft's desktop editors, are not aimed at collaboration in real time. So that's fine. That's correct behavior. And nobody asked me, but I will tell you anyway. What's the difference between sheet views and custom filtering? I have another spreadsheet which is shared to Michael for custom filtering. This is a permission available in OnlyOffice Workspace and in OwnCloud integration. Michael, will you? I see that you are already in this spreadsheet. Okay, custom filtering permission means that Michael can apply his own filters, but they won't affect me and they won't be saved to the spreadsheet. Michael, can you show?
Yeah, just a moment. So I have now a custom filtering permission to use the spreadsheet and see now this table and say I want to filter it. And since I have my own custom filter permission, I will not affect the original spreadsheet for the default filtering in any way. Say, for example, I suddenly run vegan and I decided to exclude all the cheeses here, so no cheeses for me. And okay, so I filtered this shopping cart. Now there's no cheese. Let's see if there has no cheese as well.
Okay, you can see that I can still see cheese. That's great because I love cheese and I'm not affected by Michael's filters. And now let's get to the point. The main difference is when you are working with sheet views, everyone has the same level of access to the spreadsheet. Everyone can create their own sheet views. Everyone can save as many sheet views as they want, and anyone can access sheet views created by others. In custom filtering, you can only apply filters for your current sessions, and it won't be saved to the document. Nobody can see it but you. And I guess that's all about custom filtering. So let's move on to the next thing. This is work with chart data.
Oh. Okay, I was a bit too early. Okay.
Yeah, and sorry, Mike, I miss if you have already said it. Except for sheet views, all the features we are talking about today is available both in the online version and in the desktop editors.
Can I just make a short addition? You mentioned that sheet views are not available in the desktop version, but they actually are. Technically, you can add them in your desktop if you are using a business solution, and we are having a new video tutorial upcoming on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Which can tell you how to activate the paid features in your desktop editors. So yeah.
That's a great piece of advertisement, Michael. Thank you. I was planning on telling this later when talking about the difference between the free versions and commercial ones, but I think it's okay to repeat. Yeah, and I forgot that. Sorry. Okay. About working with charts. I forgot to delete my the things I prepared, so I will be showing it to you as it is. So in the new version, we made working with chart data more convenient. We have a new button. It's called Select Data. And you can find it on the right panel. So after you click on the chart, you can see it. Okay, I created a simple chart that's showing how much I spent on home utilities. So what's new here? First, it allows us to work with categories. If I forget adding the axis labels when I create the chart, I'm now able to add them later. If you worked in OnlyOffice with charts before, you may have noticed that in previous versions you had to rebuild the chart, but now you can simply edit it. Also, you're now able to add the new data after you have created the chart. So I will add the internet and how much I spend on it. I will add the new data. Oh, it's already here. Sorry. I will add the new data. I will remove and edit. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I can fix what's happening. Okay, I will create this thing once more. So this is a chart. And I forgot to add axis labels. And now I will add them. So now we have all the correct names. And after that, we will add some new data to our chart. At first, we add the name, and then we select values. Cool. Everything is ready. Our chart is great, and we can see that we are able to add the new data to it. And also, we can easily swap rows and columns if we want to plot the data differently. Yeah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And that was some new features when working with charts. If you have some more requests about working with charts, feel free to write them in our chat and we will pass everything to our developers. Michael, are you ready to take over? You don't have microphone on, Michael. Your microphone.
Sorry. Hi. Yes, I'm ready to take over back. So now a little bit about what new things you can do in text document editor. So first, you can add endnotes to your document. So this is annotations placed at the end or of a section or a document. they can be not just created from scratch, they can also be created from footnotes and vice versa, and they can be also swapped with footnotes. So let me show you how this works. Here I have a sample text document. I'm going to show you how this works. So since this functionality is really relative to footnotes, I can also give you a tour of how they work as well. So first, footnotes are actually annotations as well as endnotes. Only difference is that footnotes are placed at the end of the page at the bottom, and endnotes are placed at the end of a document or one of the section. So for example, say I want to add a small reference just to comment on some kind of text in my document, and I'm going to Preferences tab, and here I see a footnotes icon. I placed my cursor where I want to put footnotes, and yeah, once I insert the footnote, I see that number 1 has appeared next to the word since it's my first footnote in the document. And all right, on this page, I'm going to write some small text. Say footnote 1, some sample text, whatever. Like say if you want to write a long comment, feel free to do it. And any kind of comment you add as a footnote are gonna appear just here when you hover your mouse over the footnote sign shown as a number. With endnotes, it all works pretty much the same. So say I want to add the endnote at the end of the document. I'm going to insert an endnote, and you see I'm now transferred to the very end, and it's going to be called, say, endnote 1. So now I have exactly the same thing here. So I see there is an endnote. This is the Roman number because I have such a setting on. And I can also can see the full text of the annotation when I hover my mouse. Now what we have one footnote in the document and we have one endnote. They are all placed next to the words on the first page. For example, if I would like to convert all my footnotes to endnotes, I can just use this convert notes feature. So here we go. Now my footnote 1 became an endnote. Now I have 2 endnotes. I can do the other thing. I can convert the endnotes to footnotes just as well. And I can also swap them if I want. So for example, see here my endnote became a footnote and my footnote became an endnote. And there are also settings for them. For example, as you probably noticed that my endnotes are with Roman numbers, and yeah, I can actually switch them to Arabic. I can choose to put them at the end of the section. I can use some custom marks. I can apply them to the whole document or to a particular section of the document where I am at the moment. I have no sections, so there's nothing yet to show here. Okay, so I'm going to apply, and now as you see, my footnotes are actually numbered with the Arabic numbers. All right, so and then I just decided I don't need any endnotes or footnotes, and so I can delete them all, or I can delete them selectively. Okay, next, you can create cross-references for any content if you want to refer to some object in your document, for example, be it an image or a chart or a table, a bookmark, etc., just anything. And it's going to be placed somewhere in your text, wherever you choose. and it can lead you directly to the source content, for example, your image or screenshot, just as a hyperlink, even if you want. Let me show you how it works. So let's go back to our references document. Say I want to add a cross-reference. For example, here I can see a screenshot, and I want to refer to it, say, at this place of the text. So first, I need to add a label to it using the caption, because captions help you structurize the content, and ONLYOFFICE can recognize some types of content in your document. For example, this is absolutely not a table. This is an image or a screenshot. Say I already have these types here, but let's, I don't know, let's call it some new name. For example, there is a new type of label called interface. And so now I have a first of the interface kind of content in my document that's going to be called interface1 automatically. And click insert. So now I have a caption for it, and I can refer to this one and to all kinds of interface content I use. If I want to use a cross-reference, I place my mouse wherever I want to place it in a text. Then I choose the type. For example, you see a new type has appeared just now called the interface, and I can insert it as a hyperlink, so I can jump to it quickly and click, or I can just refer to it. Oh, let me see another small thing. For example, I want to also somehow annotate it, so I would type C interface 1 or C chart 1, and good. So now I see my sentence looks pretty neat, and here I can see the cross-reference to this interface example number 1, and I just put Control click or Command click, and I jumped straight to the figure. Okay, so this seems pretty easy. You can refer to just any types of content in your document which you have labeled somehow. What's next? You can also show the line counting in your text document. For example, if you want to count lines in your document, or you want to, for example, share some content with others and name the particular place in the document where it is, without just sending in the whole sentence for them to Control F it and find manually. This is not pretty easy. So to show the line count in the document, you should go to the Layout tab and choose the line numbers. So, for example, if I want all the lines in the document to be numbered from 1 to the last one, I just put continuous line numbers, and as you can see now, the lines in my document are lined. This one is not, because I excluded it using the suppress for current paragraph option. For example, if I put it back, also the empty lines will be counted. If I don't want to count the empty lines, I can just put it next to it, and that's it. So pretty easy. Also, you can restart them anew from each page. For example, only the lines on one page will be numbered. On the next page, they're going to start from 1 again, or you can start from each section, and you can also, for example, remove all of them at once. Okay, let me put them back on continuous. And there are also some options how you can manage the line numbers. You can turn it off and on. You can again choose to start from each page, section, or do it from the whole document. You can apply it to the current section. You can apply it from this point on. and just leave it for the whole document. You can also choose how they are counted. For example, I don't want any all the lines to be counted. I only want to have a general idea of how long my document is. So just to keep track of it, I'm going to count by 10. So I'm not so annoyed by so many numbers in the document. So I'm going to put it by 10 and press OK. So now you can only see 10, 20, 30, and yeah. And the last thing, I guess, about the new functionality in version 6.1 is proofing options. For example, now you can edit mathematical autocorrection for your equations. You can also decide which expressions to recognize as functions in the equation editor, and you can disable and enable autocorrection as you type, which is probably something useful for everyone. For example, I'm always get pretty annoyed when I start typing something and it's automatically recognized as a list. I don't want it to be like that. So I can go to advanced settings, find proofing, and autocorrection options. And I don't want to create automatic numbered lists. I want to make them just only manual. And I also don't want to replace hyphens with dashes, for example. Okay, now I apply these settings. And as you can see, I can just type anything and it's not gonna be automatically listed. And I'm gonna be happy because I can put my number 2 somewhere at another place on the document, and it's going to look exactly as number 1. And yeah, but if you want your list to continue just by putting enter, this is a very comfy thing to use the automatic numbering. Also, for example, if I want to enter an equation, this is about say another thing about proofing in this version. I want to enter an equation in my document. For example, I will type a cosine from x equals 0, for example. And as you can see, the cosine is automatically, it's not automatically italicized because it's recognized as a function, unlike all the variables I have here. And you can find it in the proofing options. Yeah, here's the cosine. So everything you put here will be recognized as a function in your equations that will not be italicized. For example, if I don't want it to work like this, I can delete the cosine from here. It will still be available to restore later. And yeah, let me show you how. Okay, let's create a new equation. Yeah, so as you see, it's italicized just as x, and yeah, pretty much because it's not recognized as a function anymore because I put this setting on. Let's put the power cosine back, and yeah, so I guess that's all for the new functionality. Please feel free to ask any questions in the chat. We can maybe show you something once again, or we can answer something about something works if you missed anything you're interested in. Or you can also always go to our beautiful help center and if you can find anything, for example, autocorrection, and put it here, and you will have an article with the bare bones instructions about how to use any new functionality. Our documentation is very quickly refreshed with each new update. So you can always be sure that once something is out, you can always find it already here. Okay, so I guess I'm passing the mic back to Nadia.
Yeah, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
I wanted to add that we have amazing news. Now you can know what's what features are coming by visiting our GitHub. You just find the document server repo, and then maybe I have something with the internet. Oh no. You can open roadmap and see what features are coming in the next version. I think is really cool. Yeah, and moving on to our presentation. If you don't use OnlyOffice and if you are new, I will tell you now how to get it. You visit our website onlyoffice.com, find Get OnlyOffice, and you can find open source packages. Here you can download our community versions. Let's see. You can download OnlyOffice Docs. You can download bundles. OnlyOffice Workspace is OnlyOffice Docs combined with our collaboration platform. And of course, you can get the connectors for different services. And if you want to try the commercial version, you click commercial packages. And you will be able to download professional versions, any of them. Oops, sorry, this is our chat. I also wanted to tell you what's the difference between free version and the commercial ones. The first thing is that community versions are available for 20 users or 20 simultaneous connections. If you have some technical issues, you will be able to get help on GitHub or on our developers forum. And if you are using the commercial version, you can scale OnlyOffice for any number of users, and you will be able to get professional tech help from our tech guys in 1 or 2 business days, depending on the package you use. You can check premium support and purchase any of the support packages if you need them. What else do I need to say, Michael? Have I said everything? Yeah, I wanted to tell you about how to try OnlyOffice without the installation. Yes. So if you're willing to try OnlyOffice, but you are not ready to install it on your own server, you can easily do it. For example, you can create a free cloud office. You can create a free cloud office and it will be free for 6 months if you are in 6 months if you are a new user, or if you are using it together with OwnCloud or Nextcloud, you can try our demo server. To do so, you'll need to get the integration app from Nextcloud Store or OwnCloud Store, open its settings, and connect the demo document server. It's important to know that it's a public server just for testing, so don't place any sensitive documents there. Yeah, that's everything now. Do you have any questions, guys?
Okay, I guess I see one question on YouTube. We actually received nothing beforehand, so yeah, let's continue right ahead. So Fabio is asking if it is possible to create equations using a latex syntax. For example, actually, okay, I'm not very professional when it comes to math editing, so I guess I can ask our developers later and drop you an answer in YouTube. This way, you're gonna just have a more sufficient answer that I can give right away to you. And also, if you want to automatically create some mathematical symbols from just numbers on your keyboard, numbers and symbols on your keyboard, you can use math autocorrect option to compose the right formulas. Okay. So thank you, Fabio. We'll come back later in the chat with an answer.
Yeah, that's the only question we have. But I want to add that everyone who posts anything in the chat, we absolutely love their replies. And I also remember that Fabio is a great contributor. He is helping us with the Brazilian Portuguese Wikipedia page. So thank you, Fabio. We appreciate it. And the answer to your question is no.
Oh, you know that.
Yeah, our QA guys just told me, so unfortunately the answer is no, but we will pass it to our developers and we will tell them about your contribution, Fabio. We will make them to add this feature.
We will make this known. Thank you. So I guess that's all for now. In case you have more questions, yeah, please use the chat. We're, I guess, going to pick into it for the next evening or something like this, in case there's something new. And yeah, we will sure try to answer back in the chat. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. It was nice time having you here. Thank you, Nadia. And yeah, I think good evening, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.